Welcome to Living Life Unbinged. I'm your host, Christy McCammon, and I'm here to help you conquer sugar cravings, break free from food obsession, and step into the surrendered and abundant life God has planned for you. Let's dive in. I had spent a lot of time in my life asking God to help me lose weight. Always just saying, Lord, just help me lose the weight, help me lose the weight. Truly thinking in my heart of hearts that it was a weight problem. But ultimately, I realized the weight was just a side effect of what was going on in my heart. So I stopped asking God to help me lose weight and started asking Him these 5 things instead. Weight loss wasn't my deepest problem. My problem was how I saw myself, my identity, how I was willing to surrender, and my inability to trust God to help me in this area of my life. So these are the 5 things I started asking Him instead. First thing, show me my worth through your eyes. I had to stop measuring my value by the number on the scale and start anchoring it with God's truth. Psalm 139:14 reminds us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Number 2, I prayed, God, give me the willingness to surrender my food struggle. I didn't always feel ready, but God honors our willingness. Romans 12:1, offer your bodies as a living sacrifice. Number 3, I believe you can help me conquer this, but help my unbelief. I wanted the freedom, but part of me was so afraid to trust that it was even possible. Mark 9:24 says, I believe, but help my unbelief. I needed God to show me that it was possible and to help me in the areas that I wasn't willing to believe Him. Number 4, God, help me avoid the first compulsive bite. I learned that the battle wasn't the whole day. It wasn't even a whole meal. It wasn't even a whole afternoon. It was that very first bite. And we talked about a few episodes ago, fighting through the bite. We realized we just have to conquer that first bite, because once we do that, then things get easier. 1 Corinthians 10:13, no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to man. Number 5, I prayed, God, remind me and give me your strength when I am weak. Remind me that you will give me your strength when I am weak. So I stopped trying to white knuckle the cravings and started leaning on His power. 2 Corinthians 12:9, He promises us His grace is sufficient for us and His power is made perfect in our weakness. So when I kept Jesus at the center, not the diets, not the willpower, not the perfection, but when I kept Him truly at the center in the high place, everything changed. Through surrender, food boundaries, and renewing my mind on a regular basis with God's word and surrendering daily, I lost 100 pounds and I've still kept it off year after year after year. More importantly, I gained peace, freedom, and a healed relationship with food that I truly never thought would ever heal. So remember, if you're a Christian woman struggling with sugar addiction, emotional eating, or food obsession, this isn't about trying harder. We just need to surrender more fully. And surrender's not a one and done. It's a daily process. So wake up and surrender as if you've never done it before. And God will honor that. Thanks for joining me today. If you are ready to break free from food obsession and sugar cravings and start living your life unbinged, join me at lifeunbinged.com. If this episode spoke to your heart, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, leave a review, or share it with a friend. Until next week, go in grace and walk in freedom.